All right, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another detailing video on my M5. Obviously, we are working on the PPF removal, paint protection film, clear bra, whatever you want to call it. I had my buddy Tyler from Vortex Detail handle the rest of the car, but I did leave this bumper on, the PPF here. I was uncertain as to what I want to do, but obviously I've decided to yank it off. So, fancy Dupre steamer, which is very important for this removal. And I will say I've only done this a few times, so this is me working on my own car. I may make some mistakes. Hopefully I don't pull any clear, but I'm trying to be intelligent and methodical with the process, so just take that with a grain of salt here. But I'll give you some close-ups as to exactly why I want to remove this, and I just can't stand it. All right, so let's start with a really obvious section. This car had a front plate because it was in Massachusetts, so this bumper hole and then this hole, there's nothing you can do about the hole at the moment. I will like to have this resprayed or filled or both, but for now there's a seam in the middle. Like, if you guys can see that, they left a seam, I guess just because there was a plate there, and then of course there's a seam, several seams on this lower section here, which is very noticeable. I mean, I just washed this car. I didn't do a thorough wipe down down below, but it's too noticeable, and the front bumper has some issues anyway, so I figured I might as well just roll with it. And then of course there, ooh, that's gonna need some touch up because that's not even on the PPF. But around these sections there's little bubbles. There's a bubble right there. You can see it has protected the front bumper, so we'll see exactly what it looks like. But one other area that I don't like is this section here. Let me wipe this. See how this was here, like this was a gash, and then up here was a gash, and then over here was a gash, which that is paint missing, so I'll have to touch that up. This light looks like it's seen some better days, but you guys can kind of get where I'm going here. It just doesn't look good, and it kind of just brings your eye to an ugly part of the car, and I just really don't like that. So we're going to remove it, and then long-term solution would be getting this resprayed and obviously getting the holes fixed over there because I really don't like them. But taking this off, coating the car, kind of cleaning it up will definitely be a nice improvement. All right, so you can feel it. Alright guys, so if there's anything telling you to not leave PPF on your car for like 20 years, now's your chance to have that emphasized, because this bottom section took me probably 2 hours, whereas the top section took like 25 minutes. So the bottom section definitely had been on the car, and to me was almost a different type of film than the top section. So this was like the top bumper area, which literally like came out like really good for all things considered. And then of course this bottom section, this is like the biggest piece. See how nasty it is compared to this top section. So it's definitely older and probably a different brand. Maybe that makes a difference, maybe it doesn't, but this stuff was probably also very old. But anyway, so that's one lesson for us all to remind ourselves is, if you're going over 5 or 6 years, definitely this was well beyond that, replace PPF. Anyways, top was good, use the steamer, pull probably at more of an angle. I had a few guys give me some pointers, pull more of an angle, and then down here is definitely gonna be marred up from me using some. I had to get the edges with a plastic razor blade, and I know other guys that do this professionally that have used this as well, and it's very cringy. However, I mean, there's only so much you can do when it's coming off in fingernail pieces. Next step will be prepping the car and polishing it, but let me give you a couple close-ups of the PPF after the fact for the whole car, and then we will close this video out. All right, so this lower section, not great for the removal, not fun at all. And then this section, especially this front area, you know, of course there is a license plate screw hole, but it's so much less noticeable now. Like if you're walking up to the car, you don't have like those little bubbles and stuff like that, because there is another little section there. So anyways, for what that's worth, I mean, that is substantially better. Even on camera, it looks significantly better. This top section here is removed by my buddy, so you can see a line. We're going to polish that and see how it comes out. But one step closer, the biggest prep and the most painful section down below, and then the other parts that my buddy Tyler helped me with, those were terrible. So anyways, we got a little assistant here apparently, and we are almost ready to tape off the car, get it ready. I did a full, you know, normal wash. And then of course we did decontamination, so check those other videos out. Those are earlier in the process here. Of course, we've got the M badge. So this one will be coming off, and you guys can see we've got a quality control expert as well. But see how the red really pops? And then the light blue, especially right here. I was actually wondering if this looked that faded, but obviously seeing the different colors right next to each other definitely looks a little better. All right, so walking around the car, we're getting prepared. We got lots of space to work back here, and kind of rambling now because it's been a long day. But yeah. Front of the car looks much better, and then we'll just wait till I get the Euro headlights in, which will still be several weeks most likely. Now that I cleaned up the PPF, this thing is looking funky, so probably put that on the list. We'll do touch-up paint as well, which is not a long-term solution, but it will be a short-term solution. All right guys, so that is it on the paint protection film and sort of a few prep items for the car. We're going to tape off the car and do a bunch of other stuff in the next few videos, so stay tuned for those. Thank you for the support. Feel free to shoot over any questions, and I will see you guys next time.